Hello and a very warm welcome to Verdict 2015, our special bulletin on the Bihar elections, where we get you all the latest developments on the ground and their in-depth analysis. Let's begin with the headlines. Grand Alliance in Bihar announces a list of 242 candidates for the Bihar polls. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar makes announcement at a press meet. RJD chief puts to rest speculation on Grand Alliance's chief ministerial pick. In an interview to a private news channel, says no matter whoever gains most seats in the alliance, Nitish Kumar will be the chief minister. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav addresses joint function of workers of the third front in Patna, lashes out at Nitish and the BJP, says NDA and the Grand Alliance are only making false promises. And Munger district awaits its road to development. The much-delayed Ganga road rail bridge is still under construction. Well, on the last day of filing nominations for the first phase of Bihar elections, the Grand Alliance of the JDU, the RJD and the Congress named their candidate list. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar made the announcement at a press conference in Patna. A total of 242 candidates have been named by the alliance. The JDU and the RJD will be fighting on 101 seats, while the Congress is fighting on 41 seats in the state. Voting for the 49 constituencies in the first phase will be held on the 12th of October.
बालिग मताधिकार संविधान के द्वारा दिया गया मौलिक अधिकार है और सबसे शक्तिशाली अधिकार है, तो उसको कैसे खत्म कर दीजिएगा किसी भी चीज में? आप चुनाव में महिलाओं के पहले तो महिलाओं को वोट का राइट नहीं था, इवन वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में संघर्ष के बाद वो अधिकार मिला। तो इसलिए ये जो कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं संविधान की मूल अवधारणा के खिलाफ बोल रहे हैं। और मेरी तो निश्चित मान्यता है कि चूंकि इन लोगों की कोई भागीदारी आजादी की लड़ाई में नहीं थी।
Well, joining me on the phone line right now is our correspondent Vishal Dahiya, live from Patna. Vishal, you know, after dragging its feet for such a long time, the Grand Alliance has finally made public the 242 candidates that are going to contest in the Bihar polls.
Well, yes, you're right, and this has been done in a bid to present a united face. That's exactly what the motive here seemed to be when the chief ministerial candidate of the Grand Alliance, that's Nitish Kumar, was putting the names of all these candidates in the public domain, and he made it clear. He even said it in so many words that while on the other hand, the NDA alliance partners are bickering over which seats to contest, and they're yet to finalize a few of the names. We are here now all together, RJD, JDU and Congress, all three of us are going to announce our candidates from a united stage and united front. So clearly the message which Nitish Kumar seems to be conveying out here is that everything is hunky-dory in the Grand Alliance. But if you look at once again the name of Congress candidates and the seats which have been allotted to Congress, there are at least 10 districts in which Congress has not been given any seat to contest. That is something which some of the Congress leaders, as I was saying in the morning, the local leaders and the workers does not seem to be happy about, because they the in principle understanding at the beginning of at the beginning stage of this alliance was that the national parties, the Congress, would be getting at least one seat each in all districts. So this is something which the alliance partners might find it difficult to deal with. But then the chief ministerial candidate Nitish Kumar has also made an appeal to all the workers and leaders of all three parties to stay united, put up a united front. A clear indication that yes, they are mindful of the fact that the rebel factor might cause some sort of might dent the chances of some of its candidates in certain areas. So all in all, the list is finally out, and it seems that from tomorrow onwards, maybe the leaders, specifically the star campaigners of all these three parties, would be, we would be seeing them in the field campaigning in the constituencies wherein their candidates of their respective parties are contesting.
Very contrasting as far as announcing the list is concerned between the two alliances, the Grand Alliance and the NDA. Of course, the NDA too came out with its lists of candidates, but then, of course, there was no breakup as such after the announcement. But in spite of that, there were a few disgruntled voices within the NDA. Those bickerings, of course, continue even today. But the Grand Alliance, of course, trying to put on a very united front there. Vishal, if you're still with us, of course, very contrasting the way the lists were announced both by the Grand Alliance and the NDA. Of course, the bickerings continue within the NDA even today. But whereas the Grand Alliance, they're trying to put up a very united front.
Well, yes, you're right, Frank. That's the contrast which is being seen right now out here. While in the initial stages, it seemed that the NDA would, rather the NDA seemed a step ahead of the Grand Alliance in finalizing the name of candidates, announcing their names, finalizing the sheet sharing between the alliance partners. But then somewhere down the line, things didn't go that well for the NDA alliance. There was, some sort of bickering from the smaller alliance partners such as ILJP, the RLSP, and even Hindustani Awam Morcha. So those once those things were put in place, there are still few names which are yet to be announced by the NDA. But then the Grand Alliance has announced all its names. One very important factor out here is that whenever the parties, specifically from these two alliances, are announcing the names of their candidates, they're also giving percentage-wise and number-wise description of the number of candidates which have been put up by these parties in these elections, from the general class, from the backward classes, from SC, ST, and women candidates put in place, or even Muslim candidates put in place. That's a bit of, and this is something which is not being held back. Rather, I have this list in my hand from the list which has just been released by the Grand Alliance, and the first page itself gives us a count and the percentage factor of the number of candidates which have been put from all these categories. It says the general candidates are 16%, and the backward classes are moving 55% of the candidates of the Grand Alliance are from backward classes. 16% of their candidates are SC, ST, and 14% are Muslim. And this also includes 10% of their candidates who are women candidates. So a clear indication is being tried, is being given to the masses, to their supporters. This is what the combination is. This is what we stand for. And this is not limited only to the Grand Alliance. This has been done by the other parties as well. We saw the other day when smaller parties of the NDA alliance were also releasing their lists. They were also coming out with the kind of the combination which they have put up in mind. So obviously, this apart from other election issues, it seems this might also be one of the overarching issues in these assembly elections in Bihar.
All right, Vishal Dahiya, we'll have to leave to that. Thank you so much for joining us there with those details from Patna, Bihar. Moving on now, the RJD chief Lalu Prasad has said that no matter what the outcome of the seat equations in the Grand Alliance, Nitish Kumar will be the alliance's chief minister. Lalu put to rest speculation on who will occupy the hot seat, saying that the aim of the Mahagathbandhan is to send the BJP empty-handed from Bihar. In an interview to a private news channel, Lalu said, and I quote, "Irrespective of who wins the largest number of seats, Nitish Kumar will be the chief minister of the Grand Alliance. Our priority is to ensure that BJP goes back empty-handed from Bihar," unquote. Lalu also targeted the BJP over RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat's suggestion for review of reservation policy. Lalu said that the RSS chief's statement makes it clear that they want to abolish reservation for backwards SCs and STs. He also added that he won't allow that. He accused the BJP of trying to appease the upper castes and said it was not able to digest the coming together of two backward caste leaders like him and Nitish Kumar. Meanwhile, political temperatures are heating up in Bihar. A verbal slugfest is on. Here are some reactions.
हम समझते हैं कि जनता तंग आ चुकी है कि वायदे तो सुनते रहते चुनाव के टाइम पे, लेकिन कुछ होता नहीं उनकी जिंदगी को बेहतर करने के लिए। आज वो समय आ चुका है जहां पर हम समझते हैं जनता निर्णायक तरीके से वामपंथियों को मजबूत करेगी असेंबली में।
सत्ता के लिए सेकुलरिज्म के सियासी सूरमाओं की एक तरफ सिर फटोवल चल रही है और एक तरफ एनडीए का सुशासन का संकल्प है। निश्चित तौर से बिहार की जनता ये सारी चीजें देख रही है और बिहार की जनता उस पर फैसले कर रही है और करेगी फैसला।
नहीं आघात पहुंचा है तो बीजेपी से अलग होकर देख ले, समझ जाएंगे कहां पे स्टैंड करते हैं, अपनी हैसियत नाप लेंगे। तो बिना मतलब का विला विलाप नहीं। अब जब बीजेपी को आका मान लिया है तो उनके साथ चुनाव लड़ें आराम से।
Well, it's time now for a short break, but still to come, the third front, led by the Samajwadi Party, holds its election rally in Patna. That and much more on the other side. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Tales that inspire, stories of social change. A salute to diversity, promoting public discourse. Events that motivate, inspiring the innovative spirit. Watch Rajya Sabha television documentaries every Friday at 10:30 p.m., Saturday 12:30 p.m. and Sunday at 1 p.m.
Hottest topics.
If you can facilitate the opening up of the expansion of the international border trade, you can add to the economy.
370 धारा जो है वो जम्मू कश्मीर को मुल्क के साथ जोड़े रखती है.
Candid confessions.
The Congress has not been able to communicate.
We have to revive our links with the masses.
World-class healthcare is available to only a handful of people in this country.
Courting controversies.
A lot of leaders today think that they rule by divine right.
Now, media has become manageable.
Watch RSTV engage personalities to the point. Every Wednesday, 10 p.m., Thursday, 1:30 and 5:30 p.m.
Hello and welcome to The Quest. Party people, they just suddenly took me and I had not even in my dream thought of taking care of his party or entering into politics, because this was never my cup of tea. If I fail, my party is going to go down the drain. I was like a fresh entry. I think I am just trying to search for myself, my own identity.
Watch The Quest with Lok Sabha MP Anupriya Patel, Thursday at 10 p.m. on Rajya Sabha television.
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha television. Well, the election results will be declared in November, but at least within the NDA, the BJP already has a two-thirds majority. With a lion's share of 160 seats, it has made its allies jittery. Let's take a look at the grumblings within the alliance.
मजबूरी वाला गठबंधन है. चुनाव जीतने के लिए आंकड़ों की संख्या बनाने के लिए हुआ गठबंधन है, और दूसरी ओर अच्छी केमिस्ट्री के साथ, एक समान विचार के साथ और बिहार के विकास के प्रति प्रतिबद्ध एक एनडीए का गठबंधन है.
The BJP sounds confident, but the NDA allies are wary. The problem is that 160 seats for the BJP is leaving just 40 for the LJP, 23 for RLSP and 20 for the HAM.
निश्चित तौर से जिस तरीके से चीजें घटित हो रही हैं नहीं घटना चाहिए, लेकिन परिस्थितियां भी कुछ ऐसी है जिसमें खींचतान हो रहा है. इसका अच्छा ये नहीं है और इसे रोका जाना चाहिए.
No less miffed is the Lok Janshakti Party. After sulking for a few days, the party declared its first list. Its parliamentary board chairman Chirag Paswan admitted that the allies agreed on only 29 of the 40 seats.
तो जब आप गठबंधन में होते हैं, कहीं ना कहीं फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी होनी बहुत ज़रूरी है. कुछ स्तर पर आपको कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करने, एक बड़े उद्देश्य के लिए, एक बड़े लक्ष्य के लिए आपको अगर कुछ स्तर पर कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करने पड़े, वो करने पड़ते हैं.
The Hindustani Awam Morcha, led by Jitan Ram Manchi, also claimed that it was given a raw deal before grudgingly giving in.
जनता साथ देगी हम लोगों को, ताकि हम लोगों की एनडीए की सरकार बनेगी। 23 माने में भाजपा के हमारे साथी और नेतृत्व ज्यादा हमसे ज्यादा सोचते हैं, और उस लाइन पर जो हमारे लिए ईयर मार्क किए हैं उसको हम मानते हैं।
Initially, the BJP announced 43 candidates. 19 were for the first phase. But the problem was that almost 60% belonged to the scheduled tribes or backward castes.
ये सही है कि हम जीतने वाला गठबंधन है, इसलिए हर सीट पर दबाव बहुत है और हर पार्टी पर दबाव है कि वो सीट उनको लड़नी चाहिए, लेकिन जितना भी एडजस्ट हो सकता है भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने पूरी कोशिश की है।
The infighting within the NDA has provided some ammunition to the opposing alliance. But given that even they themselves suffer from the same problems, the NDA doesn't seem to be under threat. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, with the battle for Bihar heating up, the third front, led by the Samajwadi Party, held a rally in Patna on Tuesday. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav lashed out at the state government and the BJP for making false promises. This was the first visit by any SP senior leader to the poll-bound state. Here's a report.
Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav was in Patna today, where he addressed a joint function of workers of the Samajwadi Party, the NCP and other parties. The alliance is being touted as the third front.
नेताजी का धन्यवाद दूंगा, कैमरा नेताजी का भी धन्यवाद दूंगा कि उन्होंने कम से कम एक मंच पे लाने का काम किया है। सवाल ये नहीं है कि गठबंधन क्या है, महागठबंधन किसका है, लेकिन अगर पांचों उंगलियों को एक साथ जोड़ने का काम नेताजी ने किया तो बहुत बड़ा काम हुआ।
After his party exited the Nitish Lalu-led Grand Alliance over seat sharing, this was the first visit by any Samajwadi Party leader to the poll-bound state.
बहुत बड़े-बड़े सपने दिखाए गए, मैंने सुना कि बहुत बड़े सपने दिखाए गए, और ऐसे सपने, ऐसे अच्छे दिनों के सपने जिसकी कोई कल्पना नहीं कर सकता, क्योंकि जमाना बदला है, मार्केटिंग और ब्रांडिंग का जमाना है। कोई कंपनी तय कर देती कि अच्छे दिन ऐसे आ सकते हैं, तो तय कर लिया उन्होंने कि अच्छे दिन ऐसे आएंगे। वो उस पार्टी का नारा नहीं था, वो ब्रांडिंग और मार्केटिंग वाली कंपनी का नारा था।
Samajwadi Party had teamed up with 5 parties to contest as third front in the upcoming assembly polls. The alliance worked out a seat-sharing pact last week with SP contesting on 85 seats. NCP will contest on 40 seats, whereas Papu Yadav's outfit JAM will fight 64 constituencies.
चुनाव लड़ने दीजिए, जनता का आशीर्वाद लेने दीजिए, जनता हम लोग को आशीर्वाद करेंगे, बैठ के हम लोग 1 मिनट में हम लोग का लीडर ठीक कर लेंगे।
एक मजबूत तीसरा विकल्प बिहार की जनता को हम देंगे, और आने वाले समय में आप इस बात को महसूस करेंगे कि जो हम लोग वादा करेंगे, जो हमारा चाहे वो घोषणा पत्र हो या विजन पेपर हो, उस पेपर को लेकर जो हम जाएंगे उसको हम लोग पूरा करेंगे। अगर बिहार की जनता ने हम पर विश्वास किया, हमको आशीर्वाद दिया, तो हम उसको पूरा करेंगे।
Among the smaller alliance partners, SSP headed by former Union Minister Nagmani has been allotted 28 seats. Former Lok Sabha MP DP Yadav's newly floated electoral outfit SJDD is allotted 23 constituencies to contest, and the remaining 3 seats are left for former Parliament Speaker P.S. Sangma's NPP. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, it's time now for a short break, but on the other side, we'll focus on Munger district and showcase to you some of the problems that the people of the district have been facing for several years now. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
The splendid cultural heritage of Mysuru, amid the grand architecture and royal pageantry, the brilliance of the Mysore University. Has University of Mysore turned 100? Watch our special report on this treasured institution, only on Rajya Sabha television.
Subhash Chandra Bose gave a revolutionary edge to India's freedom struggle. Netaji, as he was popularly known, was elected Congress president twice, but left the organization in 1939 following differences with Mahatma Gandhi. He founded the Forward Bloc and the Kisan Sabha before leaving for Singapore to organize the Indian National Army. After failing to secure Soviet Union support for India's freedom struggle, he joined hands with Germany and Japan to fight the British. His slogans Dilli Chalo and Jai Hind energized millions of youngsters in India. Bose went missing in 1945 after a plane crash in Taiwan.
Tradition dating back centuries. A cultural heritage that inspires and warms at once. Magic that awes. Rajya Sabha Television brings you events that embrace the wonders of India's classical arts. Conversations with the biggest names in the culture and music. Rajya Sabha Television, democracy at work.
Hello, I am Ishan Russell.
I'm Tracy Shilchi and you're watching News Tonight.
The team of our
dedicated professionals from across various fields.
This is Shyam Sundar,
Vishal Dahiya,
Akhilesh Suman,
Frank Pereira from Beijing, China.
Kriti Mishra for Rajya Sabha Television.
We bring to you
the news that matters here on Rajya Sabha TV.
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha Television. Now on to our special ground report. We focus on Munger district where the Ganga Rail-cum-Road project has been under construction for a very long time now. The district is surrounded by the Ganga from three sides and transportation is a major issue in the district. This lack of infrastructure has slowed down development here. Here's a report.
Munger district in Bihar is among the worst when it comes to law and order. Apart from the Naxal issue, illegal weapons manufacturing and robbery is common here. Lack of development is one of the main reasons for this. The area is completely cut off from northern Bihar. Munger is surrounded by the Ganga on the three sides, making it almost like an island. People have to use the river to travel to other places. That is the reason why things needed for day-to-day life is very costly here. With no industries, there is almost negligible employment opportunity and hence very little development. The Ganga River Rail-cum-Road Bridge project that was started years ago is still incomplete.
इस पुल के नहीं बनने से हमारे जो गाड़ियां आती है मुंगेर में वो बड़ी गाड़ियां नहीं आ पाती है। बस एक ही रूट है जो कि पटना रूट से, अब बाकी हमारा ये मुंगेर टापू बन चुका है।
इस पुल को नहीं बनने से पेट्रोल और डीजल 2 रुपया महंगा मिलता है, जिसके वजह से यहाँ के किसानों को और यहाँ के जो भी व्यवसायी हैं, जो भी कृषि करने वाले हैं, पेट्रोल डीजल के दाम बढ़ने से लोगों को पैसा ज्यादा देना पड़ता है।
The need for the Ganga River Rail-cum-Road Bridge project has been raised since 1970. In 2007, the NDA government began construction for the bridge. It was to be completed by 2009. Due to delay in construction, the cost of the project escalated, leaving the project incomplete. This means anyone who wants to travel from Munger to neighbouring Khagaria, that is 20 kilometers away, or to Begusarai, that is 40 kilometers away, has to travel through Bhagalpur. This adds 100 kilometers to the journey. The ruling JDU blames the centre for delay in construction of the bridge and the opposition accuses Chief Minister Nitish Kumar of being anti-development.
रोड का जो लाइन है वो उस पर अभी काम नहीं हुआ, जिसके कारण जनता को नाव के सवारी से छोटी नौका से जाना पड़ता है। कभी कभी जो है नौका डूबती भी है।
7 वर्षों में पूरा हो जाना चाहिए था, आज 2015 हो गया है। 2009 में इस पुल पर चलने की व्यवस्था अटल जी ने कर दी थी, लेकिन यूपीए की सरकार आने के बाद लालू जी इस पुल को रोकने के लिए
अंतिम दम तक प्रयास लगाए।
This incomplete project could have been the bridge between deprivation and development for Munger, but it has now been reduced to a mere political tool. This is Pranav Goswami's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, that's it on this edition of Verdict 2015, but we'll be back again at 6:30 p.m. with all the latest from poll-bound Bihar. Do watch out for that. Until then, keep watching Rajya Sabha Television.